What's going on? This is BB from WeGrindNotWhine. Today's video is going to be about how to use Omnisphere for beginners. Even if you are familiar with this powerful software, you still might be able to learn something from this. I'm gonna make this video not only short and sweet, but it's also going to cover everything you need to know to get the ball rolling. And you're only going to need two things, and that's it. All right, the first thing you're going to need is some midis. All right, midis are pre-designed compositions for whatever DAW you're using. All right, I mean, you could just put in some midis to do this, or not, but I find it easier when it comes to sound designing to have midis already installed, because it'll just be easier, and you'll see with this process. And the next thing you're going to need is Omnisphere. All right, get yourself a copy of Omnisphere. All right, so without further ado, let's get to it. So when you download and install Omnisphere, you open it up, and everything's good to go. Let's just say hypothetically you're already on a sound, and you're trying to create a brand new sound from scratch. So what you're going to want to do is go up here to utilities. All right, and let me just make sure I'm still recording. Alrighty, yeah, I'm still recording. So yeah, you want to go up to utilities, right? And you're going to hit initialize patch. All right, this is going to start everything over from scratch. Usually when you open up the software, it already comes initialized already, but just in case it doesn't, because sometimes that happens, now you know how to do it. You go up here and you hit initialize patch. Boom. All right, it's easy and sweet. Start from scratch. All right, now the reason why I said you want to have some midis already installed is because you're going to be designing a sound not only for that specific MIDI. You don't have to use that MIDI or whatever, but you may want to come back to this sound. So what I like to do is, because I really don't use MIDIs unless I'm doing sound design or unless I got beat block. So what I do is go to find a MIDI. It doesn't matter which MIDI it is, you don't even have to like it. So let me see, I know Internet Money got some MIDIs. Nick Mayer, the big bundle, right? So for instance, Nick Mayer's big bundle, we got a bunch of MIDI. So I don't know, I'll throw this into, it doesn't matter which one, you can pick any one. So you got the MIDI here, so you'll hear it. Now what I like to do is build from scratch. So and again, this is for beginners. I'm not no professional like sound designer or anything like that. This is just for you to get the ball rolling. All right, a lot of this stuff I can't necessarily explain too much in depth. This is just my process. All right, and the more you do it, the more you'll be able to mess around with some of the other features. But for right now, the first thing I normally like to do is listen to it, and I'll keep it playing as I pick through the types of sound waves. Now this oscillator thing right here, this is pretty much the you can call it the soul or the heartbeat of whatever sound you're designing. Everything starts from here, and what I like about Omnisphere is you got a bunch of different waveforms. So let's say with the classic waveforms, you got all of those. In the pulse, you got all of these sawtooths, all of the squares, all of those sub oscillators. You got all of those, and that's just the classic waveforms that most people are familiar with. That the sound designers are familiar with. That analog timbres or timbres, whatever you call it, they come with a bunch of stuff. But these digital waveforms I love, man, because they're just slightly a little bit different. So for me, I don't know, a lot of people, especially in trap, like bells. I mean, I think they're cool and all, but I'm not too big on bells. I like just different weird sounds. But for right now, let's keep everything universal and simple. Let's just say you want to fuck around with a bell. I'm not saying this bell will create a bell, but it's the sine wave, and I guess it has to be a bell. So, and again, you can do classic waveforms, it don't matter. But for now, let's just spice it up a little bit. Let's go bell, and you can pick any one of these, right? So let's say Little Chapel, right? And you just listen to it. You can use your mouse wheel to go through different ones. So what I'm gonna do is let it play a little bit as I switch through the different type of waveforms. Alright, and I click up here to allow my space bar to stop and play. So this flusher right now sounds pretty good. It got a lot of Pierre vibes. So I'm liking that, right? So let's just say you like that or whatever. So now you can start messing with, you know, at least what I like to do is I'll, you know, fuck around with one of these here. So if you click one of these, you know, that's how you turn them on, all right? But if you click the letter part above, you can actually go further in depth and further in detail. So before I even go into, you know, more depth about which joint I like, I'm gonna just hear how it sounds. So unison, that's something that most people are familiar with. I'll at least turn it on. So here's without it, and then here's with it. Sounds really good. So I think I'm gonna mess around with this unison. So the next thing I like to do is go to, and again, typically I'll be letting this play the whole time. You feel me? I'll let this play the whole time while I'm just messing around with this. You'll get faster the more you do it or whatever. But after that, because again, you can mess with all of these. For instance, here I'll show you. I actually like the Harmonia. And the cool thing about Harmonia is you got like presets within Harmonia. You feel me? So like I'm not liking Harmonia, so I'm gonna go back to unison. That drum was hot. So let's just say you're done messing around with all of these. Again, you can mess with these as much as you want. You like that sound? What I like to do next is see what's up with the shape. I like it about there. You don't have to. Some people don't even touch it, but again, you're just messing around. You're creating the sound, so. Alright, I like it there. I'm gonna leave that there. And I've noticed a lot of people turn this analog down. I don't really know what it does, but a lot of people turn it down. But I'm gonna just leave it there, like reset it. So you're done with this section, and if you notice, they got like dividers on it. So that was the oscillator part. All right, and again, you got so many different drones that you can connect to it, and all of that is still just on one. I mean, you got a whole nother drone that you can throw on, but we're just working with one in the first sound here. But for right now, that was oscillator. Now after that, what I like to do is go to the filters. All right, they got a bunch of filters. You feel me? Like just so much. So I'll use my mouse wheel to just scroll through different filters. And you just scroll until you find something you like, until you're familiar with, you know, the types of filters that you like. And a little off topic, you can actually automate these with this modulation and stuff, but in this LFO and shit like that. But I'm not gonna get into that into this video because you don't need that. Now some people, before they even get to the filter, they'll fuck with the envelope, the attack, the decay, the sustain and release. The decay and the sustain is a little complicated, to explain, but the attack pretty much is like when you want the sound to start. You want it to start by fading in, or you want it to start quick like a pluck. And the release is how long you want it to go on. So I'll give you an example, right? Hold up. If I bring up the release, you're just starting, and then if I hold on the I'm at the attack, and if I hold up the release, so now I'm gonna just keep looking for filters that I like. So I'm liking that filter. So once when I've done that already, the next step that I typically like to do is the effects. Usually, and again, I'm not going in depth with all of it because you only need the basics. A is connected to A. The common is connected to all of them. So I'll just leave it on common right now. But you could just do A since you're on A just to affect A. But if you wanted to add B and have an effect on both A and B, you would use the common or the aux. The aux is still a little confusing to me. That I'm not too familiar with, but the common pretty much affects the filter or the effects to all A, B, C, and D, whatever you choose within these 4 effects, or 4 slots for effects. And A, the effects you put on A is just for A. So for shits and giggles, let's just do A. I normally just leave it at common unless I know I'm gonna just affect a certain genre. So for A, I like to start with a reverb. You don't have to do this. You can mess with any one of these and just mess around with it. All right. So I'm gonna hit play and let this thing play until I find something that I like. And you could do the same thing for you. So. Side is how you search through different presets that those effects come with. So and when you find something you like, you just keep moving on, just keep it moving. So let's see this amplifier typed on. I'm not liking that amplifier. Let's try a different one. Okay, that's not bad. Modulation, analog chorus. Kind of adds like a detune effect to it, but yeah, let's see. So once when you have the effects that you want, again, since if you notice there's only like 4 slots here, that'd be tight. I think they're gonna probably add more slots when they update it and shit. But yeah, so I like how that sounds. And after that, I could either save it or keep messing around with it. So for right now, let's just see how it sounds with an ARP. And the arpeggiator has presets as well. I just used, you can click it and pick, different ones, but I just use my mouse wheel all the time. Like my mouse is like my instrument pretty much. It's everything that it's how I do my stuff. going to go in depth with what these do, but let's just say you like only the beginning part of the arpeggiator. You can bring this drum down to the part that you like, but I'm gonna leave it here. Again, this is just for shits and giggles. So, let's say you're cool with that and you like how that sounds and you want to save it. What you'll do is go here to utility, save patch as, and we'll name it. I got my little custom sounds drawn. We'll name it baby girl. You feel me? All right. And then the author, I got my name up here. That's what I do. I mean, all right. So anytime you hit a key, it's gonna have the arpeggiator effect on there. You can turn it off if you don't want it on, but I'm leaving it on for right now, just for the sake of the tutorial, right? Now, that's just A. You feel me? And again, we still got this up here that we didn't mess with. This scale right here, I'm be honest, I use a lot. It says scale here, so I'm assuming like it messes with the scale of the the notes that are being played. But to me, it actually like changes how it sounds as well. I wish I could explain it further, but just to show you what it's like. Sounds hot as shit, like, to me. If you want to turn it up, you can use this if you want. Or you could use this, the gain. You feel me? And you just obviously use this. But let's just say you want to EQ like every last one of these. If you affect it, you got this here to cut off, low pass filter, high pass filter. I'll show you the difference real quick. High pass. I actually like it right there. But let's just say you don't like the scale, right? And you want to go back to how it was. You would think it would be up front, but it's not. It's actually equal temperament. All right. Now it's back to where it was. You can go up in octaves. Now this glide thing I might as well touch on. The best way I can explain it is it literally will slide to a note. I don't know what this L's for, but I know if I hit this glide button and turn this bitch up, watch. So I'm assuming that this A, B, and C are the notes are corresponding to this. That's what I'm assuming. So the A sound that you create will slide with the B, or it'll pretty much be in unison, I'm assuming. The L, I'm not sure. L could possibly mean legato. I'm not sure though. I never touched the down and the up. I'm not too familiar with it. The sustain as well, the expressions I'm not too familiar with. But again, that's the basics on just creating a fucking sound, how to get the ball rolling, you feel me? And again, you would do the same thing for B if you want both B and A. You just, again, pick your sound. Now this time I'm gonna be a little bit quicker just to show you what it was like if you know, if I was just freestyling on my own. So again, it don't matter which drone you use, like just mess around with it, just dive in, you feel me? Like it don't even matter what wave you pick, like it's endless. So yeah, I like how that sounds. And again, since I added that B on here, again, you could save it as a different preset or but I'm not what you know, you like how it sounds. Again, save patch as, boop bop bam, and you're on to the next. In fact, let me just save it again for the shits and giggles. It's all good. Save patch as baby girl number 2. You feel me? Alright. that has a B on it, and you like how it sounds, boom, you done. You feel me? You can initialize patch or whatever, and boom, you back to square one. You could bring in another MIDI. I don't know, it doesn't matter which one. Let's bring in that one. So you want to work with that. Let's just say you want to hear how, you know, the sound you just created sounds over that. So what you would do is go over here, and it doesn't matter if you start from here to do it or from here. I normally just expand the patch browser and I'll go here. It doesn't make a difference, it's the same one. You go to your user and then my custom sounds. You look for baby girl, and then you hear how it sounds over that melody. It's probably not gonna sound too good, but I'm gonna try baby girl number 2. So let's just say you don't like how it sounds. Again, initialize patch, and oh shit, I put it on the wrong John. Like how that sounds. I'm gonna name it Nick Keys. Fuck it. Or Mimi Keys. That's what I'm gonna name it. Safe patch as my custom sounds. Me Keys. Keys. You feel me? You just have a ball with it, man. Then you can obviously subcategorize them, but yeah, so I hope this video helps. That's just how you get the ball rolling. Definitely mess around with, you know, everything that like that you got here. Again, this was just a tutorial for basic sound design. Alright, basic sound design. Ain't nothing stopping you from picking out, you know, custom sounds that are already made, you feel me, and adjusting them even further, you feel me. Go on within it, and adjusting them even further, you feel me. Like there's no rules to this shit. Like there's nothing stopping you, you feel me. Again, you got the sound match everybody sleeps on, but if you like a sound and you want to hit something similar, go to sound match. Now you got all of these ones that sound similar to it. You feel me? Another thing that you can do is, let's say you like the effects of this bell, right? Go to your effects, like, oh, okay, damn, these are effects. I want this effect over my next sound that I'm looking for. All you gotta do is lock, not lock all, because if you lock all, everything about this preset is gonna be locked. You just go to your effects. You feel me? You lock your effects. Boom. Now everything here in this effects from here, here is now gonna be over everything you look for. Which sounds hot as shit. I mean, it's endless. You feel me? Shit, you want the arpeggiator on? And just for the purposes of showing you, yeah, man, it's crazy what you can do. Alright. Oh, you like how it sound? You do? Well, you already know what to do next. You goddamn right. Throwing them damn claps, boy. Shout out to KBZ for having just a reliable ass drum kit, man. You feel me? You already know, dog. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, 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 hey, yeah, hey, hey, got my wall, yeah, got my wall, yeah, bando, yeah, I got my wall, yeah, look, I wanna like this, right? Slow these in. Speed that up. See what we got, man. Shit. Got my A bag. I pop tags. I pop A tags. Pop tags, yeah. Pop tags, yeah. Pop tags, yeah. Pop tags. Yeah, you get the idea. I'm just fucking around, but it get like that sometimes. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helped. That's really all you need. Feel free to watch this video over and over again. That's all you need when it comes to sound design with Omnisphere. And the best thing about sound design is you'll learn something from Omnisphere that you could carry over to Electra X. You'll learn something from sound designer with Electra X that you can carry over to Serum. From Serum back to Omnisphere. You feel me? Like, because everything is pretty much the same as far as the waves, the effects, the filters, the envelopes, the LFOs and shit like that. They just, some of them sometimes may operate slightly different, or you know, or may have a certain tweak or certain option that the other may not have. It's crazy. You feel me? It's real dope. Another feature that I like is that you can literally bring in custom sounds, like custom waveform sounds that you hear somewhere else. Just drag and drop that bitch literally into the joint and mess with it, man. Like it's really endless, man. So if you're somebody who just wants the basics to sound design, don't want to know like what this means and why it does that and shit like that, I hope this video helps. All right, please like, comment down below, subscribe. Again, I'm BB from WeGrindNotWhine. Follow me on Instagram at WeGrindNotWhineBB. You can email me, and again, obviously you got all my information at the joint. All right, so I hope that helped, and peace, man.